CNN, the COVID News Network. I'm your host, Natalie, and in this segment, we're going to talk about a topic that has been getting a lot of attention recently, the coronavirus. But before we dive right in, we have a very special, high-profile guest with us tonight. They have been on the forefront of this most recent coronavirus outbreak, and we have been very excited to get their input on the topic. Please give a very warm welcome to BioNTech.
Please, just call me Pfizer. It's an honor to be here today.
The pleasure is all ours. Now, you're one of the first vaccines to ever be devoted to the coronavirus. Would you mind sharing with us why that is?
Of course, before the COVID-19 outbreak, there were only 7 known strains of coronavirus. And of those 7, the 4 most common were very mild and self-limiting. SARS, MERS, and COVID-19 are the more serious infections that resulted in a need for vaccines like myself.
And we are so grateful for the work you've already done against the spread of coronavirus. The coronavirus is not a virus to mess around with or, leave it alone. The coronavirus can lead to very serious respiratory diseases, and while it can also lead to just a common cold, it can also lead to pneumonia, bronchitis, severe acute respiratory syndrome, and Middle Eastern respiratory syndrome.
And that's not all. This virus is so distinct in its envelope with the nucleocapsid, the membrane, and most importantly, the spike proteins. Because of this feature, it allows the coronaviruses to target and penetrate the nervous system, the reproductive system, the immune system, the kidneys, in addition to the respiratory tract.
Actually, the word coronavirus comes from the root corona, meaning crown. This is because when you look at the coronavirus under the microscope, it has these characteristic spike proteins that give a characteristic crown-like appearance.
I guess that explains why it thinks it rules the world.
Now, in more recent attention, the coronavirus, SARS-CoV-2, COVID-19, it's made a sudden yet detrimental appearance in the lives of many. Would you mind giving us your perspective on why this particular strain has had such a global spread?
Of course, this particular strain is unlike any others. It's far more aggressive and drives a higher mortality rate than ever seen before. It's currently believed that this strain originated from an animal host to humans because the human body has yet to develop a mechanism to fight it off, making this all the more devastating.
It truly is such a different version of the coronavirus. Prior to this pandemic, other strains weren't typically spread through respiratory droplets. And now we have this new strain that can spread far and fast through simple acts of talking or breathing too close to someone and in their general direction.
And that's why social distancing has become such an important factor in this pandemic. The virus can spread so easily in the first few days of infection when the infected individual doesn't even know they have it and is still asymptomatic.
Oh, I'm sorry, what's that? Oh, I'm so sorry, but it appears we have breaking news. A fight appears to have broken out between a gang of coronavirus vaccines and the coronavirus itself. Our field COVID correspondent is reporting live to us from the scene with exclusive interviews with members of each side as we as a nation watch the fate of our immune system played out before us. Can you hear us? Tell us what's happening out there.
Hey, I'm on TV. Thanks for helping me spread across the globe even more.
Would you mind telling us and the viewers at home exactly what happened down there?
Yeah, my friends and I were out here just minding our own business, connecting with more humans, and these vaccines had the audacity to attack us. They were telling the humans to replicate our spike proteins.
Because of myself and Moderna, we give cells in the human body the machinery to be able to recognize your characteristic spike protein. This allows the human immune system to fight back. Our friend Janssen is a vector vaccine though, which instructs the body to make large amounts of antigen to fight you off. I'm sorry, but it serves you right. Because of you, people have to deal with things like fever, shortness of breath, difficulty breathing, loss of taste and smell, congestion, vomiting, and diarrhea.
We've never seen anything like this before. Just looking at this footage is astonishing. How many humans do you think you infected before the vaccines intervened?
Oh, for each one human I've been able to infect, they'll be able to go on and infect at least 8 more. With it being prime sickness season, it'll be hard to distinguish from the flu, or even in some cases, seasonal allergies or the common cold. So people who are asymptomatic or just beginning to experience respiratory symptoms will allow me to spread even more. Heck, I only take 2 to 14 days to incubate, which is why my most impressive quality is I've been able to cause 5 million deaths to date.
Wow, it sounds like you're putting up one nasty fight.
That's right, and it doesn't even stop there. After I've run my course through the human body, my effects are there to stay. Many people won't even regain their sense of taste or smell, and I'll cause ongoing muscle and joint aches and pains, brain fog, sleep problems, and even long-term shortness of breath. There's no way the human body can stand a chance against me. I'll win this fight against the vaccine gang. Just wait and see.
What do we think of these arguments? Is a truce possible? Is there an end in sight? Only time can tell. Thank you again to our amazing special guest, Pfizer. We're so lucky to have had you with us today.
Thanks for having me, and to all the viewers at home, stay safe out there.
And that's all for this segment. Tune in next time to catch the latest gossip around. Beyonce is said to have sneezed on the beat, but the beat did not mind and did not get sicker, as it was wearing a mask and practicing proper social distancing. How do fans react to this shocking turn of events? More on this coming on our nightly news at 5 p.m. Thanks for watching. That's all for this segment. Tune in next time. Nope, bleh, cut.
Did you just get a British accent?
Oh my god. Imagine if I did that. People would be like, what is happening? Okay.